So we're back at the bench, going to start this project. I've been trying to just clean up the man cave quite a bit, and I've been sorting out some greeblies, and I really don't need to be working with those right now, so I think I should put all this stuff away and just get on to what I'm considering step one of this Falcon build. And yeah, let's just do it. Here's just a quick look at some of the greeblies that I have. A lot of it is really too big for the rear engine deck of the Falcon or the mandible pits. But there are some good things in there, and I've tried to organize it a bit just by matched pairs. Although I'm going to throw it all into a box now and have to sort it out later, but just to give you an idea of what I'm working with. I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but this is kind of interesting. This is a truck rail from, I think it's a 143, 148 semi-transport truck. And that's closer to what they used right here. They actually used the frame rails off of a 125th cab over. So I'll probably cut this off and just take advantage of having this piece that is so darn close. I'll only have to shave it down just a hair. You can see there's pretty good bolt detail on there. So yeah, but that's not for today. So to get started, I'm going to Dremel out the rest of these fans in the back, grills rather. And this one has to come out, and those two have to come out. And then I'm also going to thin down the walls along the edge here. So there's this section, that section, there, and there. And then that'll allow me to notch out those little notches and make that more believable as far as the scale goes. And then I can twist them up a bit too. If you look at the reference of the 5-footer, these armor plates were all beat to heck there. And I think I'll just go around the kit, clean up any kind of what's that called again? Stuff? I even forget what that's called now. You know what I mean. You know, I just got basic cleanup to do on the kit, so I am going to do just that. So that's just the stock kit height of that plating, and I'm taking it back to this 1 millimeter. Alright, so I am just diligently plugging away at this. I got those all cleaned up. Got those cut out and cleaned up too. Cut out and cleaned up. The reason we're taking these out is because there's resin fans that go underneath that I have. And there's also photo etch grills on top. So the kit part gets drilled out, cleaned up. I used a knife, I used a file, I used sanding sticks. You know, I found the best technique for cutting those out once you get them close. Take a fresh number 11 and you can gently, gently, gently walk your way around and cut it clean. But I didn't film that because it took too much brain. Hello, Chloe. Next up, we got this big sprue to deal with. Look at the size of that, eh? Now, I don't know. I hesitate from just snipping it off with sprue cutters. I think what I want to do is make it smaller and then use a knife. So, one last thing. I'm cutting out the little notches around there, so I'll thin the walls down quite a bit. And to cut those out, I'm just taking a sharp knife, and you can see where the little templates are, not templates, but where on the kit there's little gouges there. I'm basically cutting beside them, just a hair. And then cut in between, so they're all little tiny strips. And then you can kind of come sideways and knock that out. It's tricky. Tricky. Then I can use a file. You could use a file right from the beginning too, I guess. To file that out. Actually, these little sanding sticks here, that's how wide I'm making them. I think it's a little wider than what the kit calls them to be. But for convenience sake, I'm making them all the width of these sanding sticks. Getting them squares is a trick. Just takes patience. You gotta go slow. Yeah, so they're turning out alright. Hey, well, that's it for this week. I'm gonna just cut this video off there. Things are going pretty good. So in the first week of work, I'm kind of almost done getting the major stuff cleaned up on the top of this. Still have to shave off a lot of this back engine deck, but that'll come. So I guess I'll just leave this video here. I'm gonna keep plugging away, finish the top, and do the same on the bottom, thin the sidewall plating and all that stuff. Has to happen on the bottom too. So I'll leave it there. I think I've said that 3 times already. Oh well, I'll just leave it there. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, notify, all that YouTube stuff. And yeah, we'll see you next week with another one. God bless you. Bye.